Hey everyone, Dr. Nadia Rizzo here, naturopathic doctor on the go as per usual, and I really wanted to stop and share this message with you that I was discussing with one of my friends this morning, and we were talking about how to take your power back, and I was sharing a lesson I learned from one of my life coaches that I had several years ago. And she said to me, this is about blame, this is about pointing the finger, this is about taking the power back in a situation. And she said to me, she gave the example of one of her staff members, and she said, if someone screws up, it's my fault. She said, and I think it's very easy when someone, screws up for us to say, blame them and say, you're stupid, or you don't know how to do things, and you suck, and whatever. And she said, she gave the example of one of her staff members, and she said, it is always my fault, she said, because either I didn't explain it well, or I picked the wrong person. So she said the responsibility always comes back into my hands. And I can see people, especially business owners, we can get really frustrated, and it can feel like they don't like to hear that. No one likes to hear that at first. I don't like to say my fault, but that it's our responsibility. But the cool thing about this is that when it is in our hands, when it is our fault or our doing or our responsibility, we are empowered, because then that means it is in our control to change it. So don't look at it as a bad thing. It's actually a very good and a very empowering thing. You can take your power back, because then you can change the situation if it is your responsibility or in your hands. So again, look at it as a positive thing, and I really, really love this. So I really want to set something clear here, though. We're not saying if you're in a situation with somebody and they are toxic, more toxic than nuclear waste, or they are abusive or something like that, you always want to make sure you keep yourself safe. I want to make sure that that's stated. But it's also important to understand that that person is going to be who they are. You are not going to control or change another person. And I know there is a woman in here who needs to hear this. You are not going to control or change another person. Like it, don't like it. I really don't care. It's the truth. You're not going to change them. They are who they are. They will change if they want to change. The point here is now you look at yourself and say, what can I do? Again, always make sure you are keeping yourself safe. Get the help you need. Reach out to authorities if you are in a position where you need to do so. But even in our day-to-day life with people, the truth of the matter is, okay, they're going to be who they are. That person's going to be who they are. What can I do about it now? Can I make the choice then to stop exposing myself to this person? Maybe you have that friend who's like that. Don't meet with them, right? Either approach it differently or do not meet with them. Taking the power back in your hands. We have the ability to change how we interact with the person, and we have the power to decide how we spend our time, how we think our thoughts, what we think, and whether or not we engage with certain people. So don't underestimate the power being in your hands, and really step up and take responsibility for your part in your interpersonal relationships, whether they're professional or personal, and start to realize that you actually have way more power than you think. So start exercising that power and start changing the way you approach and think about situations, and you can start to see how your life will change. I really hope that this message served you, and I'll catch you guys soon. My name is Dr. Nadia Rizzo, naturopathic doctor, and this is Health Made Simple. If you're just hopping on #replay, go back to the beginning and make sure you watch the whole thing.